What up, everybody? Dustin here with Wholesaling Tactics. Wanted to make this video today not so much about real estate, but just kind of wanted to tell you guys how I got started into real estate and how I truly believe that if I can do it, you can do it too. So I got started in real estate about a year ago, April 2019. I had no idea what I was doing. I never had any intention of being in real estate. I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired of heard about investing in real estate. And when I moved into my apartment, my landlord gave me a copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad. He said, "Hey, read this." It took me a year and a half to read it, but when I finally read it, I was like, okay, great. My mindset, I'm thinking a little bit differently, but I still don't have any money. Where am I going to get this money? I'm making it, I was literally negative checking account or negative bank account to negative bank account every single month. I would have so many bills come out towards, close towards payday, my account would go negative, and then I would get paid, and it would cover the overdraft fee and all that stuff, and I would barely make it to the next month until the cycle continued. I had no extra money. I was paying child support and my rent and everything else. Everyone knows, everyone's story is different. My financial struggles are no different than anyone else's. So I was just tired of it. I was in a job that I just really didn't like. I was in IT fixing printers, and if you're ever been in IT, you know that printers is the worst. If you get a call and it's like, "Hey, my printer's not working," you're like, "Ah." So I accepted a job to fix them. Yay, me. Smart decision. Didn't like my job. Was just miserable. Absolutely miserable. I'd been through a divorce a few years before. I had this perfect life set out for myself when I was married, and none of that happened. And I went from being, up here to way down here in a matter of just months. So fast forward, so I got divorced in 2016, but anyways, here we are at 2019, and I'm just like, holy mackerel, I'm just exhausted. So anyways, I reached out to my landlord, and I'm like, "Hey, you gave me this book, I read it, it's great, I have no money though." He's like, "Hey, show up to this meeting. I want you to show up to this real estate meeting and just meet everybody there, and we can go from there." Well, the topic of the meeting at the RIA meeting, the Real Estate Investors Association, was how to find your first deal, or it was something like that. And I ended up going. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be a bunch of people there that judged me and were all rich and too fancy, but it was literally just a bunch of humbled people just like myself that got tired of, doing what everybody else does, and they wanted to do something different and make their own thing happen. And it was a really cool vibe, real personal. And I remember at the very end of the meeting, the speaker said, if you do one thing, just go home and post, if you get anything out of this meeting, post, "I buy houses fast for cash." That's all he said. He said, just do that. And I was like, that sounds so silly. My friends know I ain't got no cash. They know I'm a bitter, miserable a-hole. What am I going to do, post on Facebook that I'm buying houses now? How in the world? I didn't care. I just went and did it. I said, okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. See what happens. Did it one day. Oh, did it. Okay. Did the next day. Okay. Made me a flyer. Started doing it with a flyer and a graphic. Started posting to Craigslist. Started posting it on Facebook Marketplace. And it just kept going and going until I finally got my first lead. Oh my gosh. I got my first lead. And I remember when I got my first lead on my phone, I was, arm deep into a copier. And just like, hating life at my job. But boom, I got my first lead. I remember exactly where I was too when it happened. Got my first lead, went out there, had no idea what I was doing, guys. Absolutely no idea. I was nervous as anything. Just started taking random pictures of stuff. This house was in rough shape. But anyways, still never ended up closing that deal. If we fast forward, but I ended up getting it under contract, and I remember when I got that deal under contract. Like I said, I never closed it. That was the biggest victory for me, because here comes somebody that has just been known as this black cloud, bad luck. I did it. Yes, I actually went out and did this thing, because I'll tell you right now, there's wholesalers that have been out there and with this override analysis paralysis that have been studying wholesaling for a year, maybe 2 years, and have still never even attempted to get anything under contract. And here I was, just about a week in, and I've got my first deal under contract. I was just like, I was blown away. Fast forward a few more weeks, got another one under contract, finally closed on one, and then I closed on a few more. Made a few big whops on a few good deals, and my life had completely changed. I went from being the most bitter, miserable person to finally I'm able to enjoy life. Now, I'm not saying money will provide you happiness, but it will get rid of like 90% of the things that cause unhappiness. And when you're happy with what you're doing, and I have just learned, like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm making money, I'm doing this, I'm having a blast. I've found my passion. That can create happiness. When you're happy at your work life, I mean, you come home and you're not unhappy, you're not miserable. And it was just a great feeling. And I had closed quite a few more deals until I ended up partnering up with two other investors. And we ended up creating a partnership called Titan Property Investors. And we did really well. We were only around about 6 months until I decided to leave. And that was for my own reasoning that I wanted to leave. But we probably closed about 30 deals there. And guys, this is a town of 70,000 people, so to be able to do something like that, and like I said, they usually don't recommend you to wholesale in a town with less than 300,000 people. So anyways, ended up starting that company, and then I ended up getting my real estate license. Everything was going great, and I'm saying everything's fine. But ended up becoming a licensed realtor. Didn't think I ever wanted to get my license, but I decided to because I did like real estate. And a lot of agents and realtors look really negatively towards and down on wholesalers, and rightfully so in some aspect, because there are a lot of people that will teach how to wholesale for free, and they just teach it the wrong way, or the people will grab just a little bit of that information, and there's no transparency, there's no integrity. It's just people trying to make a buck, lowest hanging fruit type of stuff. The whole, I'm going to help you, let me help you is just thrown out the window. It's letting me make a buck off you. So, I've got when I see other wholesalers out there too, I kind of, unless I know they're legit and like the real deal, I'm just like, ugh, because I know how they are and I don't know how they can be. And, and that's one reason why I'm starting this channel, is hopefully to change that. But anyways, so finally got licensed and ended up leaving my partnership, and now I'm a realtor with one of the biggest firms here in Jackson, Tennessee, and continue to wholesale, continue to help people. And I feel like, and here I am now, a year later. I've done about 70 deals, and that's helping 70 people that had nowhere else to go. And it's been very awesome. It's been a crazy experience. Now, it hasn't been all great. There have been so many hurdles I've had to jump. I'd be here all day telling you about all the problems I've encountered, all the hurdles I've had to overcome. Here we are in May right now, but just March, I went from having just closing deal after deal after deal, and then March came around and I was back at square one. And I'm not going to go into detail for that, but I was humbled. Woo, I was humbled. Landed right on my keister, but now I'm right back to killing it, pushing forward, and I feel like I have done enough in this business so far to be able to at least push that knowledge onto other people as far as being a wholesaler goes. Now, I am not an expert in real estate by any means. I am humbled on a daily basis, but when it comes to wholesaling, I know a little bit of what I'm doing. So hope everyone got something out of that. If I can do it, you can do it. I am just a normal guy that decided one day that I'm no longer going to sit back. I'm going to start showing up. I'm going to start taking real action and, you know, get used to being uncomfortable, because you're not going to be in comfortable situations. When you're talking to sellers and buyers and anything, you're not going to be comfortable. It's never a comfortable situation. So, anyways, hope you all have a great day. Hope this video helps. Hope it can inspire you, because I'm nothing special, like I said. And going from literally completely hating myself and my life to loving myself and my life and my career, you can do it too. You just have to find your passion. But this is towards wholesalers. So hope everybody has a great day. Hope you got something out of it, and peace.